Most retirees can lose six figures to 5 tiny pension traps, and they never even see them coming. Let me show you the first one, hiding in plain sight. Imagine you're 2 weeks from your last day. The office plant is wilting, and HR slides a crisp pension packet across the desk. Sweet, right? Then you notice one tiny box, single life payout. Already checked. Looks harmless, but ticking it could quietly vaporize about $36,000 over your lifetime. That's not a scare tactic headline. It's what the average Fortune 500 retiree actually leaves on the table. Stick around. I'll show you the checkbox and 4 other silent wealth zappers before they find you. Most pensions are like hotel doors that lock behind you. Choose once, live with it forever. The form's default is usually single life annuity, the fat, juicy number on the page. Tempting, until you realize the music stops the day your heart does. Married? Your spouse gets zilch. Always confirm whether you can revise the election later. Spoiler, 99% of plans say no. Pretend your signature is etched in stone, because legally, it nearly is. Flip to page 7 and you'll spot this gem. Joint and 50% survivor annuity. Monthly benefit reduced by approximately 7 to 10%. Translation, you trade $300 a month so your partner keeps half the pension after you're gone. 30 years of that haircut totals about $108,000 paid in advance. So would you pay 6 figures for peace of mind or gamble your spouse's income? I'll give you a free checklist to test your own numbers in a sec. The break-even usually lands around year 8. Do the napkin math. It's worth the ink. Some plans wave a fat check and say, take the whole pot. Feels like winning Vegas until the IRS steps in. A 6-figure lump sum can shove you straight into the 32% federal bracket, plus whatever your state feels like taking. Roll it into an IRA, and you're now the portfolio manager, the tax strategist, and the bedtime worrier. Historically, a 62-year-old who took the lump and invested 60-40 had a 1 in 4 chance of being broke by 85. Feeling lucky? The annuity, meanwhile, keeps dripping cash as long as you're breathing, unless you're Warren Buffett's more disciplined cousin. Think twice. Every plan has a magic age, say 62 or 65. Retire at 58, and you might lose 6% for each early year. On a projected $3,000 monthly check, that's $720 gone permanently. Live to 90, and you've kissed goodbye over $200,000. For what? Bragging rights. Sometimes just 18 more months on the job erases most of the penalty. Ask HR for the early versus normal projection. Their printer will practically smoke. Private sector pensions love to freeze your dollar amount the day you start collecting. $2,000 a month today is still $2,000 in 2044. At 3% inflation, your purchasing power shrinks by half in 24 years. Suddenly, that cozy retirement looks more like ramen noodles, doesn't it? If your plan offers even a modest 1.5% annual bump, grab it. It can quietly add 6 figures of real purchasing power. If not, build inflation armor elsewhere. Tips ladders, dividend growers, or delay Social Security to age 70 and let it grow 8% a year while you wait. Meet Linda and Mark, both 62. Linda's choices: single life at $4,000, joint and 50% at $3,600, joint and 75% at $3,400, or a lump sum of $750,000. Mark's family lives forever, mid-90s, easy. Running the longevity odds, joint and 75% beat single life by $138,000 in combined lifetime income. The lump sum looked juicy until they modeled 6% returns and 3% inflation. Even then, the annuity won unless they beat the market every single year. They slept better and richer with the joint and 75%. Single, your biggest gotcha is the tax bomb you leave heirs. Suppose you die with a big traditional IRA plus a modest pension. Your kids withdraw and pay ordinary income rates on every dollar. One fix: use the pension for living expenses and do systematic Roth conversions between retirement and age 73 while your bracket is low. A 64-year-old with a $45,000 pension and a $600,000 IRA can convert $50,000 a year for 5 years. Pay 12% now and potentially save heirs 6 figures later. Uncle Sam still gets paid, just at the friendlier window. Before you ink anything, book 1 hour with the plan's benefits counselor. Bring these 3 questions. What happens if I die the month after I start? Can I ever change the election? What's the exact reduction factor for survivor benefits? If the counselor mumbles or hedges, escalate to the plan administrator by email so there's a paper trail. Arisa says you're entitled to plain English answers. Use that right like a coupon. Your pension isn't just a monthly check. It's a stack of choices you get to make exactly once. The single life default, the survivor shrug, the lump sum fever, the early exit haircut, and the COLA. Share this clip with the next person who's counting down to their retirement party. Be the friend who saved them a fortune. Want the deep dive on stacking pension, Social Security, and investments so your money keeps up with inflation and outlasts you? Next video's queued up. Hit subscribe so it's waiting when you are.